You just gotta tap the just tap her.
Yeah, so in Indiana, you have to, like, if you get divorced and you have kids, you have to go to this class, right?
Okay.
And it's a very informative class. It talks about stress and, like, stuff and things and, you know, dealing with the kids. And it like, everybody goes to it, like...
Murder, suicide.
Right. Everybody goes to it like it's the stupidest thing that I have to do, and I have to sit through this in order to get this divorce, and blah, blah, blah. And then you always have the idiots that are like, raise their hand. Because even the instructors are like, let's get through this, I have to say this to you, like, and like... So,
please don't ask any questions.
Exactly. They even say that. They're like, okay, please leave, you know, please keep your questions to a minimum if you don't understand the content, blah, blah, whatever. And it's like, okay, cool. And then, so they're like just going over, like, they got to say this stuff, you got to know this stuff, you got to, so we can sign this thing and you guys can get divorced. And it's not, you don't go to it together, like, but it's just a group of people in a room that are all going through a divorce and they have kids. But you have to do this thing for the state. And so it's...
Bureaucracy is stupid.
Right, but that's what it is. But then you always have these idiots in the class that are like, and they raise their hand, and as soon as they raise their hand, you're like, fuck.
What if you don't want to get a divorce?
No, it wasn't even that.
What if your girl be fucking your brother?
Yeah, it was that kind of stuff. Like, okay, so what if so you get mad at her because she's doing this, and then you want to say, and then she gets like, she starts yelling and stuff, and then you want to be like, hey, and I'm like, this is, and even the instructor's even like, this is divorce counseling stuff. That's not what we're qualified to do. That's not why we're here. I'm just telling you the basics of what you need to do to get divorced. But yeah, anyway, so I'm in this class.
Okay.
And then we're on break because it's like 8 hours. So we're on break and we're out there and I'm like standing outside. And
8 hours. That sounds like a terrible day.
Maybe it was 4. I don't know. In my mind, it was like 8 because it was.
It was long enough to ruin your whole day.
Oh yeah, it was long enough that it was like I got to do this thing. It was at least, I know it was at least 4 hours. Mm-hmm. So we had a break. Mm-hmm. So anyway, we're at break, we're standing outside, and this chick's looking at me, and I was like, we did like the hi thing. I was like, what's your name? I was like, oh, hi, what's your name? She's like, Andy. And I'm like, no, that's my name. And then we ended up like hanging out.
So you fucked a girl named Andy?
Yeah.
Were you like, ooh, Andy? She was like, ooh, Andy.
No, nobody said
You're
that.
like, ooh, Andy.
No.
Like, Andy, oh, no. Andy. You're like, yeah, Andy, you like when I Andy that? You like how I be Andy in that ass?
No,
You said that?
No, nobody said any of that.
You like that Andy?
No.
Some dandy Andy you got there.
No, anyway, but short story long, so I...
So you fucked yourself. So you went and fucked yourself.
Yeah, but I was hot.
You ever jerk off in the mirror looking at yourself? Like,
yeah.
Ooh.
Duh.
Ooh.
I don't say ooh.
Ooh. I say ooh.
I don't say ooh.
I say ooh. So this is a Christmas episode of Me Stuff from the Knees Up.
Right.
Merry Christmas, Santa Claus is coming down your chimney. And he's got some presents for you to open at the tree.
And stockings and stuff, and he's stuffing the stockings.
It's
Christmas time, and there's gonna be some presents for you.
2020 sucks dicks.
It sucks some dicks and stuff and things, but Santa's coming to town, and it's gonna be great, and he's gonna bring us a new year.
Santa.
Hey Santa.
Hey Santa.
Won't you come and bring us a new year? Hey Santa.
Hey Santa.
Won't you come down and hang out with us? Hey Santa.
Hey Santa.
We sure could use a good 2021. Hey Santa. Hey Santa.
I like when you bring me some toys.
Yes. That was good. I like that.
We have to do a commercial.
Oh yeah.
The Tandem Bicycles.
No.
What is it? What's the guy's name?
I think it was Shane. Shane Malkovich.
Shane Malkovich. And I'm going to be like, hey, mister, do you have regular bicycles?
Sorry, so I don't really do tandem bicycles
But
here.
I'm only
Shane
one-
Malkovich.
But I'm only one person,
You
mister.
better get some friends. You better get friend.
You better make a friend, boy. Better make yourself a friend, boy. Gosh.
You ready?
Yes.
Let's do it. How are we gonna start it?
Hey, my name is blah, 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 blah.
Shane Malkovich.
Hey, Shane Malkovich here. And,
So am I gonna be Shane?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
Shane. Yeah.
You need a bicycle? There's two of you.
Yeah. Ever ride your bike and feel like there should be someone right behind you?
Come down to Shane Malkovich's tandem bicycles.
Yes, okay, let's do it. No, don't start now. It's okay, start now. Hey, Shane Malkovich here. Have you ever been riding your bike and been thinking, there should be someone else right behind me riding the same bike? Well, I've got the solution for you. Shane Malkovich's Tandem Bicycles. We can custom make your bicycle to be a tandem bicycle and have two people on it. I can't provide the people, but I can provide the bicycle.
Hey, mister. Do you make regular bicycles?
No, sir, we do not. We make tandem bicycles here.
But there's only one of me.
Well, son, you better find a friend.
Fuck you.
And fuck you, too. Now find some friends and get on a Shane Malkovich tandem bicycle.
You're a dickhead.
I know. I think that was pretty good. This is the stupidest podcast
Stupidest
ever.
podcast.
It really is.
So dumb.
I know.
Christ, we're drunk at 11 a.m.
Yeah. That's not our worst problem either.
No, I've got bigger problems.
All right, back on the Meased Up from the Knees Up.
Much bigger problems.
Much bigger problems with Andrew and Tom.
Mm.
So,
Is this the part where we talk about our feelings?
I mean, we can always talk about our
I
feelings.
want to talk about my feelings for Christmas.
Tell me about your. Ooh.
I feel jolly and joyous.
Do you? You feel
Yeah.
like that? You feel like
No.
singing?
No, that's a lie. I don't feel jolly and joyous.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't really know.
I feel like you. Honestly,
A little-
like, let's
a little
okay,
tipsy,
all
right?
All right, let's be a little. All right, it's honesty time. It's the honesty hour in the Meased Up sesh. I feel like you have been feeling that lately, and I don't like
A
it.
little down in the dumps.
Yeah, you have,
With the
and
hint
I'm
of
not happy about it.
Measonal depression,
Yeah, measonal
you-
depression.
if you will.
I don't like it.
Well, truth be told, 2020 has been a hell of a year, Andrew.
I get that.
Mm.
I get that. But you know what we have? We have each other. Okay.
That's true.
It is true. This is about as serious as we've gotten on this show.
I just vomited a little bit.
Right, I know that.
Yeah, no, this year sucked. It's been
It did suck.
let's backtrack.
All right.
Let's fucking backtrack.
Do we need to recap?
Dude, 2020 started off normal. Backtrack. January.
It started off great, actually.
January.
While Kobe died, that was a real bummer.
That was yeah.
That was. I mean, honestly,
Yeah.
like, I don't care if you like watch basketball or whatever. Like, you know,
Ruined my life. I haven't been the same since Kobe died.
you're right. Nobody has.
Nobody has. But 2020, it started off normal. Kobe died. That sucked.
Kobe died.
Everyone was like, "Fuck, Kobe died."
Oh, that's a bummer.
Or it's a remind me of my own mortality, Kobe. You know, it's like one of those moments. Like if Kobe can die,
Right.
fuck, I can go any second.
If Kobe could
It could
die,
be- I could go-
LeBron could go any minute.
Yeah.
I don't know what would happen if
LeBron,
LeBron died.
and then it's me. You know, just a reminder of our own mortality.
Right.
And then
Just stay out of helicopters.
don't go. I don't trust helicopters. You ever play
Is
Grand
this our
Theft Auto?
is this our second episode in a row talking about helicopters?
Did we talk about helicopters last time?
We did. Yeah. Remember when we talked about helicopters and like the guy that has to get in a helicopter every day, and it's not as fun because he does it every day.
Oh yeah, and he hates that shit.
Yeah.
But anytime
We're
if you ever
not
play,
gonna go there.
you ever play Grand Theft Auto, anytime you get in a helicopter,
Guaranteed.
Probably
There's a
stressful.
50-50 chance you're gonna die.
Okay, so real quick on helicopters. Here's one thing that I don't know. It's got to be true, but it sounds crazy. A helicopter pilot was talking about how the difficulty level of flying a helicopter with the sensitivity of like the joystick, that I'm sure they don't call it a joystick. I don't know. Maybe they do. I'm not a helicopter pilot. But the thing that controls it,
Call it a joystick, yeah.
I don't know. The thing that does this, you know, you go like that thing.
The steering device of the helicopter.
Right. It's a stick, right?
The helicopter stick.
Right. And and this is not fact based. It's my memory based, but it is something that I heard a long time ago from a pretty good source, was saying that controlling a helicopter, and it makes sense if you think about it, because helicopters are extremely complicated machines. You've got this one, right?
You got
You've
the thing, and
you've
you
got
the
that
stuff.
one,
Yeah.
and it all together, because you see helicopters.
I believe they're called rotors.
Yes, maybe they do stuff that like
The choppy things, the
Right.
helicopter choppy things. Yeah.
I think they're called choppy things.
El
Air-
Chapos.
Airwolf, remember that? Anyway, so
I remember Airwolf,
was saying like
Airwolf.
the sensitivity of the joystick when you fly a helicopter and the like how hard it is like balancing an orange on a toothpick. Isn't that crazy?
An orange on a toothpick.
Yeah. Like that's how that's basically what you're doing when you're flying. You're balancing an orange on a toothpick when you're flying a helicopter.
Wow. I bet helicopter pilots give incredible hand jobs.
Yeah, definitely.
What were we talking about?
Helicopters.
Before that, what were we talking about?
2020.
Oh, 2020. It's been
They
a hell
probably
of
have
a ride.
2020 vision. Too.
Yeah, so Kobe, and then the helicopter pilots, and then what else happened? Donald Trump was still our president, doing incredibly, amazingly crazy things.
Yeah.
And then there was a pandemic.
And that hasn't stopped.
And then everyone's been off of work. Or everyone was off of work.
And then we went ahead and
And
went
then
back to work.
Everyone went back to work.
And everything was a lot harder.
And everything was different and fucking weird. And it sucked and it sucked and it sucked.
Oh, so let's talk about the restaurant industry.
The restaurant industry sucks. It doesn't. I mean,
I'm
I
not
don't
going
want
to
to say it
say
sucks. Everything's fucking different and everything's fucking weird.
right.
Everything's been weird this year, and we're
It's-
just all trying to fucking cope. Like everybody is trying to fucking cope.
It's
And
driven.
It sucks.
It's driven a lot of people to like levels of frustration that I have not seen, like from certain people, and it's like it's hard.
Yeah, and
I
not
get
just
it.
in the industry,
It's
just
hard.
everyone.
Oh yeah,
Like literally everybody's freaking out this year.
yeah. Customers have been insane, like nuts.
People refusing to wear masks. People
Yeah.
giving you shit because they have to wear masks.
Right,
And then we have to
Just-
wear masks ourselves, and it makes our work fucking. It sucks.
right.
Like sometimes, like to be
It
completely honest,
does
like
suck.
when we get an order in, and it's like a fucking 50-piece order on like a Friday or Saturday, and like I'm helping the guys like carry shit down the stairs. I'm like, I gotta wear this fucking mask while I'm like lugging fucking 30-pound cases downstairs and then going back up and doing it again. It fucking sucks. And like it hurts my fucking soul. It makes my job harder than it has to be when I'm like fucking gasping for air.
That's the least of the things, though.
Yeah. And I mean it sucks though. Like it's like a constant fucking thing you have to deal with, and it's just like a thing you always have to fucking deal with. And it's
Right. I get that. But
I
that's
hate
that's
it.
the okay.
and I
that's
do it
the
because
thing.
I do it because I have to.
I do think
But I fucking
sometimes
don't like
I
anything about
can't
'em.
wait until we don't have to wear masks all the time anymore. But it's very rarely because the thing is getting masks that you really like, that are comfortable and that you're okay with, and it gets to the point where it's like the shirt you're wearing, and it's like what you do, and it's fine. So that's tag.
Let me scratch it for you.
Yeah.
Oh,
lower,
back-
lower,
oh,
lower,
oh,
lower.
like that.
Oh yeah, right there.
Yeah, you're itchy.
Higher,
Oh,
higher.
you're so
A
itchy.
little higher.
You're so itchy.
In between,
Oh,
in between.
oh,
Right in the middle,
oh,
right in the middle, right in the middle, right in the middle, right. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That was it right there.
My neighbors are like, their ears are to the door right now.
They're like this.
But fuck. Yo, but fuck masks. I can't wait for the day that I can burn my mask. Like, I'll do it because I care about the people around me,
You gotta.
and I care about preventing the spread of the coronavirus.
No, you gotta stop
But-
thinking. No, you gotta.
I'm just a negative Nancy.
That's not happening anytime soon. So you gotta get on the mask thing and like.
No,
I know you're.
like,
I know you're already on the
I
mask thing.
understand fucking, like, you know,
I get it.
I understand why we have to do it. I'm not gonna fucking pretend like I
No,
love
but that's not
it.
even. That's not even
Like,
close.
why am I gonna pretend like I love it?
That's not even close to the
You know?
worst part about this thing.
What's the
I mean,
worst-
I
what's
love
the
it because
worst?
my teeth are fucked up, and so I can wear a mask and nobody knows. Like I could probably like not. Even
Nobody
glue-
notices your
I
teeth.
could not
You do
even
a great,
glue
You
these
do a
in.
great job. You're like the best amateur
You
dentist.
say
I
that to
know.
all the amateur.
I
dentists.
literally
I just
do.
know it.
I say it to every amateur dentist I meet.
He does such a good job having a chipped tooth,
He's the best.
gluing his teeth in.
Yeah.
Whatever. Anyway,
What's the worst part? What's the worst part about this whole thing? For you?
everything?
Everything. Like,
Everything.
generally.
Okay, the fact that like restaurants are going to measures that certain restaurants never would have gone to. Barbuzzo, Grubhub, Caviar, whatever the other ones are. I don't even fucking care.
Yeah.
It's like, honestly, like, I think, I mean, you know, I love what I do. And I love what I do where I do it. Very much.
Yeah.
Barbuzzo I love it. I love it. I love going to work every day. But when I'm putting stuff in containers, knowing that it's going to get drop kicked into somebody's door by a fucking driver that doesn't give a shit about it
Yeah.
over and over again all night. Sometimes I'm like, I
Yeah.
don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
And that's a feeling that I've honestly never had. I've never
Yeah.
had that I don't want to do this
Or
anymore.
what if, like, you're like, you know.
Okay, that's not true. Sometimes I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. But that's when I'm over it and I've been getting my dick kicked in and I'm a human too. And I'm tired of doing it. I'm like, I'm tired. This is a lot of work. But it's different.
Yeah.
That's a different thing.
Well,
That's a thing that I can instantly get over because I'm like, no, this is what you do, and you love this, and I'm like, oh yeah, I do love this. Yes,
Yeah.
I do love this.
No, it's
But
like a.
putting shit in containers, in stupid fucking containers, that's not what I love to do. And that is the thing. When it's that, and like I said, even that I can get over because I understand Anyway, short story long, that's the thing that sometimes I go home and I'm like, I don't know if I want to do this anymore. But I know that it's something that we have to do because the thing that we talk about it all the time, it's the only thing that we know how to do. This is what we have to do to keep this thing going and keep it alive. And honestly, like watching what's going on with the restaurant industry and what's happening and like restaurants closing, and it breaks my heart about the mom and pops and the small places and the stuff, and it fucking sucks. And then I see that stuff and I see it on the news and I see people talking, I see chefs talking, I see restaurant owners talking, and it does make that, when I see that, it does make me appreciate and realize like this is an absolute necessity. And if we don't do this and we don't keep this alive and really, really think about the sacrifices that we need to make by just being, I know it sounds like you're probably not going to want to hear this, but just by being the yes men employees and doing our jobs and helping out and maybe okay, we got to do it because this is what we do.
Yeah.
And the whole thing is suffering. And we just got to keep doing it.
Yeah.
It fucking
and
sucks.
I think the thing besides the mask that's the worst for me, and like what I get out of what I do is like human interaction. You know, like
Right.
being able, like Barbuzo when it's
Totally
bustling.
agree.
You know, you've got
It's a fucking blast.
It's a blast.
It's a
You've got
fucking blast.
You've got guests.
We have a whole staff now that has never seen that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
No, and you've got guests sitting at the counter who get to watch you cook.
Yeah.
You know, and like there's a great energy to the
I know.
restaurant, and it's like
I miss
the
it
human
so
interaction. Like for me, like being able to create a dish or like create a special and then run it and be like I'm looking at tickets and I'm like, oh, that fucking 24B ordered my special.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make it for them and
Exactly.
I'm gonna see if they like it. And
Right.
it's like when you make something and you get to watch somebody enjoy your creation, that's like why I do what I do.
That's exactly
You know?
why we do this.
That's
That's exactly why Barbuzo
You know?
is so intoxicating, because
Yeah.
we've got people right in front of us, and that's the thing.
And
like,
that's like the number one thing besides the annoyance of having to wear a mask when I do my job is like fucking personal interaction, like real human interaction.
you can't see me smile.
Yeah.
I'm smiling
Yeah.
almost all the time.
Yeah, it sucks.
I know.
COVID sucks, and it's like it's gotten me the fuck down. Like
I know.
I've been like fucking fighting like anxiety and depression for months.
I know.
You know, it's been
We've
rough, and it's not just me. Like people that I talk to in the industry, like people that are out of work, or like everything's changed for everybody.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like
we've
it's not just me.
honestly we've got it better than most, because we still. Well, I mean, we really do.
Yeah, like
We walk into the same building that we've always walked into every day with all of our best friends. We do our favorite thing with all of our best friends.
Yeah, and that's
What's been
cool.
taken away from us is what you were saying, the high.
Yeah,
Because that feedback and that fucking crazy busy restaurant with
Yeah.
people all over the fucking place and like in our face, like watching us, and like that's a high.
it's amazing. Yeah,
It is amazing. And
amazing.
we've been missing that, and it sucks. And we've gotten used to it now. Like when I first came back, I was like,
It was like Twilight Zone.
fuck, it was like Twilight.
Like the whole all of 13th Street in Philadelphia.
Oh
It's
my
like
God.
it was like fucking Mad Max.
It is like
Everything
Mad
was
Max.
boarded up from the riots,
It's crazy.
and like it's just nothing. Like street people are just everywhere, and there's no just like life.
We did have some high points with the street being closed down and bands popping up out of nowhere. Like at night, sometime
Yeah.
at night, there's like we had two flautists, not one but two.
Multiple flautists.
Yes.
What's
And we could tell the difference between, because one guy was really good, one guy was just kind of
were
good.
they doing like dueling flauts?
No, we never heard them on the same night.
Like
No, that would have been fucking sick. But that's one benefit was like the pop-up street bands. Remember when we were sitting in Rittenhouse Square and the brass band was playing
Yeah,
just
they're
out of
great. Yeah,
nowhere?
they're amazing.
Yeah. So we can appreciate that aspect of it, but
Yeah, like I struggle with being grateful that I still have a job, and I'm able to work through all this and everything.
we just got spoiled with the instant feedback of like
with how good it was.
It's
Like
like-
everything was
right.
like before everything, like we were like at the fucking. I felt like we were at the top of our fucking game. Like everybody was at the top of our game, and like they just pulled the fucking carpet out from under us.
Yeah, I get that.
The old COVID.
I don't
COVID
think we're
carpet.
not still at the top of our game. I mean, we're honestly like we're never at the top of our game. Because as soon as you start thinking you're at the top of your game, then you're not doing something right. Because you're not thinking about something else. And you're not trying harder to be better. You know what I mean? Like there's no.
I'm always trying to be harder, but it's
Right.
we were like
You are.
fucking. Everything was firing on all cylinders, and everybody was like, everything was like,
No, you're right.
everything was fucking like delicious.
Yeah, you're right.
Like everything about everything we were doing was fucking tight.
No, I agree.
It was
and
we were
pretty-
all fucking everyone was performing. Everything was fucking copacetic.
Oh no! You know what though? You're wrong. You're wrong.
I'm wrong.
Yeah, you're wrong.
You're wrong.
No, I'm not wrong. Because we had some things.
There were things.
We had some things.
Okay.
I yelled a lot more.
Mm.
I haven't yelled since pre-COVID. I was yelling a lot.
What were you yelling about within context that's appropriate?
I was yelling at Toby. I was yelling at Coy. I was yelling at Toby and Coy. I was yelling a lot.
People were buttonheads.
Nobody listens.
People were button heads.
I was screaming at those guys on the line with customers at the counter. Okay, not screaming, but I was yelling at them.
Did you hit them?
Yes.
You hit them.
6 times.
There were fist fights.
Yes.
There were fist fights on
Yes,
the line.
absolutely. No, seriously, all that is a joke. But I was yelling a lot more. I was coming home like still mad because of the fucking.
That was like a some people's kids. You know, that was something completely different. That was like a some people's kids just don't know how to act at the work.
Perhaps, but I mean,
it wasn't like
maybe
an existential fucking kind of like government conspiracy dread.
No, but say we have the same kids we have now, and we get back into what we dealt with before. Who knows? We might have some people's kids now that we don't even know because things are different now.
We have to
you put them in front of a. I don't think so. Because I think certain individuals were certain individuals, and they're just the kind of individuals that need to be yelled at. That's what I think. But I could be wrong. I've been wrong. I was wrong once.
Some people's kids need to be yelled at.
You're right.
And sometimes you need to season your stocks.
I want. It bums me out. The kids that we have now have never experienced like Barbuzo.
Yeah,
because they still do. They do a great job. They do it and they love it. They don't even know.
These kids have never.
They haven't gotten the reward.
They've never fucked a reindeer.
They've never fucked a reindeer before. And had that reindeer like tip them.
And the reindeer's like.
This is for you.
That's the sound that reindeers make
and
when
like,
they be fucking.
And like $50 come up. That's for you.
Yo, tell that joke.
There was a joke?
It's a comedy out. You know, like your deer joke. Set it up.
Oh yeah.
Hey Andrew, you know any good jokes?
No.
No? Do you know any jokes about reindeer? Hey Andrew, it's me Tom, your friend from before. Just checking in if you know any good jokes.
Somebody talking.
Andrew, it's me the radio.
God?
Hey Andrew, it's me God.
Is it God?
Andrew, it's me God.
God.
God, hello Andrew.
I'm sorry.
It's me, God, from before.
I'm probably sorry, I'm not sure.
Andrew, you're not sorry. We both know that. Let's cut the shit, Andrew.
Right.
This is God.
God.
You can't pull the wool over my eyes. Do you know any good jokes, Andrew?
God, before I tell a joke, please tell me why turds are tapered.
It's so your asshole doesn't slam shut, Andrew. Everybody knows that.
Oh, that's why.
Cut the shit. Tell me a joke.
Okay, God. What did the gay deer say after he walked out of the bar?
I don't know what.
I can't believe I blew $50 back there.
Oh, ho, 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 ho.
Well,
Ho,
Santa?
ho, ho, ho,
Santa?
ho. Hey, Santa.
Hey, Santa!
You're killing it.
I think we got an episode right there.
Let's do more. Here. Here's more whiskey.
You're right.
I feel like we need to do another word from our sponsor.